I'm Debbie Godfrey. Welcome to the Positive Parenting Pep Talks podcast.
Okay, so redirecting the goal of revenge. We talked about we talked about saying ouch. We talked about looking at what I did to contribute to this and apologizing for it. Gave you a little example of the fact that we don't always do something to contribute, but I look and see and I just assume that I did because, like I said, in my experience, it's been about 80% of the time where I've contributed to this. And sometimes it's something else. Like in my case, it was Brianna. Brianna's got in a fight with her friends, so she was feeling hurt. She came home and took out that anger and that hurt on me, and that was the goal of revenge. And so, if your kids experience something in the world, it's very possible that they'll be feeling hurt and they'll hurt you back in order to get their needs met. Another thing that I found pretty consistent is that kids have gone through the divorce of their parents often go into the goal of revenge for a couple of years. Usually it's a year or two until the divorce issues between the parents begin to settle down. So you'll find that those kids will be in the goal of revenge quite often. And it's just this generalized hurt. It's, yes, you did it, but it's not something that you control exactly in terms of this situation. So I wouldn't necessarily apologize for that if you're in that situation, but just keep in mind that it's very possible and probable that children that are in the beginning years of a divorce will often be in the goal of revenge. So let's see. One of the things you want to do, you want to also look and see what are they feeling. So I might look at my child and go, okay, what is this child feeling right now? And I might say, wow, you look really angry that I wasn't listening to you. Or you look really sad that you're not getting what you want out of this situation. Or you look really hurt that so-and-so did whatever they did to you, or that I wasn't paying attention to you. So trying to acknowledge their feelings, or maybe land on what is it that they're feeling. So pay particular attention when the goal of revenge is going on. Look at your child. Try to take a guess, take a stab at what are they feeling. And that's a great way to kind of shift this. If you land on the correct feeling, what'll happen on the other end with your child is they'll go, yeah, and you'll see this huge relief and this huge release of emotion on their part, because they now see that you see them, you understand them, you get them. And that's really an important part in redirecting the goal of revenge, is that you begin to reestablish your relationship, which is actually the next step. So once you've said ouch, once you've apologized for anything that you've done, once you've acknowledged their feelings, then you want to do something to reconnect. And all of this means you're postponing discipline. So you want to refrain from discipline until you've got your child back again. Because we have a saying in the Parenting Teenagers workshop, and it's rules without relationship equals rebellion. If you are trying to implement discipline with a child where your relationship is damaged, then there is no influence there. You don't have the respect. You don't have the connection that you need for them to honor your discipline and your requests. So we'll continue this conversation again tomorrow. Have a great day. Happy parenting.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Positive Parenting Pep Talks podcast. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Debbie Godfrey, owner and founder of positiveparenting.com. I hope you'll go and check out my website and follow me on Instagram and let me know about what you thought about today's episode. Did you learn something new? Were you able to do something different with your children? Did you have a success story? Those are my favorite to share. Let me know. Contact me. I'd love to hear from you. And also, what future topics would you be interested in hearing about on the Positive Parenting Pep Talks podcast? Thank you so much for being here and for all of your support. Take care and happy parenting.